but you know, there's nothing else
Well,
to go with it.
that's the thing is like music from that time, because we were all shut down. Uh, it's still coming out, you know. The song I just put out is over 3 years old, you know, and
Mm.
it's like it sounds fresh because there was that bubble for the world. So uh, it's okay. It doesn't sound like 3 years ago.
No, it
But it
doesn't. No.
is.
That was one thing I was gonna try and get into the meat of,
Sure.
when we get going properly in a minute. Um, yeah, about just how like it has the perfect blend of this is so new and shiny, but it has the perfect balance of nostalgic remnants sitting within it, you know.
Yeah, that's there's kind of a cool blend happening. I call it new nostalgia, and it's literally just got this present day life experience kind of ingredient to it. And then I just write songs how I write them. And because I haven't been writing for myself for the last 15 years, I'm I just kind of have to pick up with where I left off writing for myself. So because there's no way, if I had been writing for 15 years, I would imagine if I was putting out music today after all that time, it would be so different than it is. But this feels just like back then because there
Mm,
really is no, I'm not going to say development, but I mean, there's development in my sensibilities after working with so many people for so many years and helping so many other people like get their ideas to come to fruition, so that's somewhere in there. There's the new part of it, but um, you know, I just write how I write, like you write how you write, or anybody writes how they write, and I'm applying some new principles of like recording, trickery or just the way the sonic punch hits on certain things, but yeah, it still feels like the X's because it kind of just all harkens back to that time. And like I think when we talked about it before, I never these were like diary songs, and this was never supposed to come to fruition in this way. And now that it is, it's exciting. And they were all developed. These I had a group of songs. I mean, I don't know, not like finished, but there was probably like 10, between 10 and 12 that were like ideas, well enough fleshed out to finish if ever, you decided to do it, and
mm.
or I decided to do it. So, this has just been this slow, like you're saying with your Rocket Dolls thing, it's just in this slow process of like building and we're not rushing it, and I didn't know how this song would really do. And, it's because of its tempo and whatnot, I think that it's got a little more energy than Spirits High. I don't know that it's really a better song. I guess it's just different, but I feel like the message might be deeper in this song than in Spirits High. Um, just on a reflection kind of thing of like, this has been my life and this is what it is and these are the things I've done and up to this point. And I think everybody can kind of relate to where they are in their lives of like, did they look back and did they fulfill themselves, and did they do what they wanted to do? Did they do it as well as they could do it? Do they have regrets? Do they feel like, nope, that's the document. I wouldn't change it, and that's kind of what it was for me. And so I feel like that lyric um, might be a little bit more uh, external or more relatable, the reach of it, whereas Spirits High was a little bit more like introspective, but
Mm.
also relatable because a lot of people go through all of that too. The questioning of the things that I talk about in that song, trying to keep your head up when things are, trying to knock you down. And that's we're all going through that all the time. But yeah, this one feels a little bit like a These Are the Days or something where it's very reflective and about moments, things like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. It's it's great, man. Well,
Hopefully
let's
tragic. That's my new other word. 2 words. Hopefully tragic.
hopefully tragic. That's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
title. That's a good title.